blame me if I don't love you. Okay? Hey guys, I'm Emma, and hi back to the show on TLC Next Chapter. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that huge thumbs up button on this episode. We're back with some new news about her daughter Evie. Yes, Sister Wives star Kody Brown is coming back at it. Kody, who is 29 years old, has been sharing about raising her 4 kids. Evie, one of them, was born with a rare medical condition that ultimately resulted in her having one leg amputated. Despite that, though, Kody's childhood was pretty standard. And now she's getting to see Evie make proud moments of her own, like taking the stage for her concert performance. Scroll through to view the adorable photos. Evie Padron's situation on Sister Wives Evie was born with a genetic disorder known as Fatico syndrome. Her condition results in bones developing only partially, which resulted in the amputation of a leg. Kody has kept upgrading her daughter's prosthetic limb as Evie matures, but the Sister Wives star feels that Evie views herself differently from others, and in the best way possible. She will not allow her affliction to determine the way she lives. Instead, she's become a phenomenally resilient little girl, and Kody couldn't be prouder. Kody's daughter dances in recital. Kody Brown just posted photos on Instagram of Evie performing at her dance recital. After all that practice during the entire school year, Evie was able to finally share all of her hard work. Kody did not share any videos of the performance, but she said it was incredible to see. She also thought about that day that Evie was born, the day she found out about the diagnosis. Kody said she had no clue what life would be like, but now, it's obvious that Evie is living life to the fullest, like any other child. Kody went on to say that her daughter's limb difference has never stopped her. She's nice, tough as nails, quick-witted, said Kody. And whenever I watch her go through life, I'm reminded of how privileged we are to have her around. She brings an extra sparkle to our world. She went on to add that Evie has taught their whole family so much about what life actually is. She's taught us that when you ditch your ego and expectations, parenthood is this crazy, gorgeous ride. You just hold on, love fiercely, and take the ride for what it is. Kody Brown. Today, in addition to embracing motherhood, Kody Brown has also been flourishing as an ambassador for the hit pink drink company, the same one that she and her mother, Janelle, have been so actively supporting. The Sister Wives stars now have top-level positions within the group. Kody has also been sharing her gardening escapades with her mom, and followers are enjoying seeing her moving in permanently nearer to Janelle. This exciting update follows Janelle's recent revelation that construction has officially begun on her dream home in North Carolina. Sister Wives, Kody Brown. Spotted in Idaho, fans issue bold warning. Meanwhile, Sister Wives stars Kody and Robyn Brown have kept a low profile online. They've remained inactive on social media, and most updates about them now come through Kody's cameo appearances. His older kids from his previous marriages hardly ever post anything that includes him. Kody, as a matter of fact, has been criticized, even by his own daughter Mykelti, for establishing distance between himself and his older children. Despite all the drama, Kody seems to be living life on his own terms. He was last spotted in Idaho with Robyn, and fans had a lot to say, including some who issued a dire warning. Keep reading to learn more. Sister Wives. Kody Brown caught lying about his age. A recent social media post alleged that Kody lied about his age. On his Cameo page, he allegedly puts his age at 42, but fans weren't convinced. Some even did the math and pointed out that Logan, Kody's oldest son, just turned 31, meaning it was impossible for Kody to be only 42. Others had him as being in his 50s. Fans were also surprised when Kody increased the cost of his Cameo videos, from $149 to a whopping $200. Kody in Idaho. Fans alert the public. After the Idaho sighting, Sister Wives fans began speculating. As per an original poster, OP, one of their friends on Facebook happened to bump into Kody and Robyn. The friend took a funny picture with the couple, even holding the camera himself for a group photo. But it was the caption that brought howls of laughter and concern, jokingly warning individuals in Idaho to keep their daughters safe, suggesting that Kody may be on the prowl for a new wife. Other users chimed in, ridiculing the notion of wanting a picture with Kody and Robyn in the first place. In the comment section, the OP also mentioned that the couple could have been in town for a graduation. Albeit for most fans, the rumination continues. I took a selfie with these people? That was just one of the many amused reactions to Kody and Robyn Brown being spotted in Idaho. Another joked, "If they're in my town, I'm not leaving the house." One even warned, "Hide your women. This guy's out here looking to build a whole new polygamous clan." And maybe the most brutal line to date, "Just don't bring his quiet, cute wife to church unless you want to end up losing your man." Numerous locals, particularly other Idahoans, were simply too close for comfort with the sighting. Sister Wives, Kody Brown's next tell-all appearance leaves fans perplexed. Kody Brown returns to sparking confusion, this time regarding TLC's preview for Part 2 of the next Sister Wives tell-all. As reported by the network, Kody has organized a guys trip. And here's the twist. It's with Christine's husband, David Woolley. Why Kody would be associating with Christine's new beau baffles most viewers. Some even believe that he might try to badmouth Christine to David. But audiences are skeptical that it would make any difference, particularly because David seems level-headed, rational, and wise enough not to get caught up in any passive-aggressive theatrics. A story that stands out. Occasionally, in the steady beat of daily life, a story arises, not because it's flashy or boisterous, but because it radiates with a quiet, unforgettable brilliance. It's the tale of a little girl, born with physical difficulties, who glows with determination, joy, and an unmistakable spark that uplifts the spirits of all those around her. Her mother, previously famous for belonging to a prominent polygamous clan, now has devoted herself completely to motherhood. Her heart's greatest love is her children, particularly this daughter, who was born with a rare medical condition. This mother hasn't merely embraced the complexity of parenthood, she's done it with class, and all while living in the public eye. Yet in recent months, her focus has shifted nearly entirely to honoring her daughter's incredible achievements. A young girl who refuses to be defined by her condition, who once bore the burden of doubt in her legs, now steps into the spotlight with certainty, both literally and figuratively. Her latest appearance at a dance recital was not another school performance. It was a triumph over the fears and doubts that once seemed so huge after her diagnosis. A diagnosis that changed everything, and yet changed nothing. Days after she was born, this gorgeous baby girl was diagnosed with a very rare genetic disorder, one that impacts bone growth and development. It was a life-changing experience that would ultimately result in one of her legs being amputated. But even with the severity of that diagnosis, this little girl's life has been one of more strength, joy, and hope than anyone could have dreamed. Limbs lost at an early age. A decision no parent ever envisions, but one that occasionally needs to be made. No parent ever dreams of having to make a choice like this. But sometimes, for the development and health of a child, it is necessary. Confronted with brutal choices from doctors, this mother chose the path with boundless compassion and abiding hope. As her daughter grew older, so did her spirit. With every step in her custom-made prosthetic, she learned to move, first through the comfort of her home, and eventually under stage lights. Her mother, who has never hesitated to share her children's lives with openness and care, has talked at length about how much her daughter has taught her. With quiet observation, she's learned the strongest lessons in parenting. Gratitude and resilience didn't come from books or guidance. They came from the eye of a child who views the world as not a limitation, but as a canvas filled with possibility, a turning point moment, and a lifetime of inspiration. Recently, this wonderful little girl stood in front of a crowd, wearing her recital dress, poised to perform the dance she had rehearsed all year. No productions were grand, no lights flashed, no millions saw it. But it was that kind of moment which cuts an indelible niche in the hearts of those who saw it. That recital wasn't merely a routine. It was a declaration. She moved with poise, assurance, and joy, like a child who has indeed discovered where she belongs in the world. For her mother, seeing brought a flash of memory from those early days of doubt, when she didn't know how her daughter would navigate life. But here she was, confident, unflinching, and full of light. Later, the mother posted pictures from the recital, and her comments weren't full of loss or sorrow, but of outright awe and pride. Describing her daughter in her own words as fierce, intelligent, and resilient, these weren't merely flattering words. They were deserved after seeing her little girl turn out to be someone who would never let her diagnosis get the best of her. Lessons along the way of parenting a child with limb difference. Along the way, this mother realized that raising a child with a limb difference takes more than a shift in expectations, but a shift in mindset. She no longer measured success by traditional measures. Instead, she learned to rejoice in the quiet triumphs, those courageous moments when her daughter elects courage, owns wonder, and leads with heart. Deeper parenting lessons. Perhaps the most significant thing she's learned has been how this experience has redefined her whole perspective on motherhood. She's come to understand how to release ego, drop absolute expectations, and wholeheartedly accept each moment as it comes. These concepts have become the map that directs her in parenting and in life. As her daughter's success shines on, this dedicated mother's life is changing in its own right. In addition to caregiver, she has developed her own persona, becoming a self-assured advocate and prosperous businesswoman. She has discovered purpose by being the face of a wellness brand that believes in holistic healing and individual empowerment. In this project, she works alongside her own mother, a steady, grounding influence in her life. Together, they've become known leaders in their health-concentrated community. They're also cultivating a shared vision, cultivating a garden that provides nourishment, peace, and purpose. Symbolically and practically, it's planted in family and growing with the promise of expansion, a living metaphor for the life they're creating together. New starts in a comforting location. Another stunning twist in their story is happening. This mom is getting ready to live again near her mom. Her family is building the groundwork for a new residence into nature, amid trees, clean air, and a landscape full of new starts. A life that refuses to be commodified. This little girl's life, forged by early adversity, joyful movement, and unshakable love, is so much more than a story of overcoming. It's a living testament that true resilience isn't constructed by sidestepping strife, but by moving directly through it, with strength, open hearts, and unabashed steps, whatever form those steps may take. Her mom likes to tell her she adds a little extra sparkle to their world. And that's not just a rhyming line. It's a shining, palpable fact. You see it in the beaming photos from her recital, in every bold step she takes on her prosthetic leg, in the serene late nights with calm hope, and in every dawn that guarantees another day packed with promise. Familiar faces, familiar controversy. During the midst of this motivating personal evolution, longtime fans of the Sister Wives saga have observed another change that has generated buzz online. One of the more divisive characters on the show, previously at the eye of a controversy over a taboo lifestyle, has reappeared in the public eye. A recent sighting in the peaceful environs of Idaho has caused mixed responses, questioning, sparking debate, and eliciting warnings and ridicule from devotees who still recall the intrigue associated with his history. The formerly popular patriarch steps out of the limelight, eclipsed once by managing a sprawling family united by a common faith and a multi-residence existence. The said man has been noticeably silent on social media. His absence of regular online updates, and those of his other remaining partner, has only fueled public interest about what they're doing and what their future is like. Other members of his former spiritual couple, meanwhile, have gone on to do great things with purpose, sharing openly their journeys of healing, transformation, and growth. He and his partner, by contrast, have withdrawn nearly completely from the digital spotlight. Cameos, the new window into his life. Instead of regular updates, the sole peeks into his reality today come via an unexpected avenue: paid personalized video messages at the request of fans. The short, sometimes humorous vignettes provide customized greetings and observations, and have become the most unfiltered access to his daily life. Even this modest form of connection, however, hasn't spared him from criticism. Suspicion sparked by a curious detail. A recent comment on the site where these videos are posted created a flurry of conjecture. His described age seemed suspiciously low, particularly to those longtime viewers who have closely followed his family history. Supporters quickly did the math, noting that his oldest child from his prior relationship had just celebrated a milestone birthday, well into adulthood, rendering the posted age statistically unlikely. With the photos making the rounds, the comments page soon swarmed with lighthearted warnings. "Beware of your daughters," some posted. Others cautioned Idahoans to steer clear, making light of his past and sounding false alarms at what he might do. The combination of humor and continuing bitterness indicates that, even after leaving the limelight, the repercussions of his previous decisions haunt him, leaving the web poised to respond at each new public outing. To the people of Idaho, varied responses to an unexpected encounter. Responses among Idaho residents varied from light teasing for still searching for future wives to more vitriolic criticism for his troublesome past. Some jokingly told residents to keep their daughters safe, referencing his complicated love life. Others were more seriously uncomfortable, mentioning their discomfort with him being so close to their neighborhoods. Some responses eschewed humor, however. Not everyone was laughing. Seasoned observers of the family's drama spoke out with legitimate concern, worried that his presence would attract unnecessary attention or create unnecessary drama in what is otherwise a quiet neighborhood. But the prevailing emotion was one of mockery, most scoffing the moment as mere another plot twist in an endless reality TV soap that at this stage feels more like a public spectacle than a serious exploration of family life. The graduation mystery and new speculation. What drew attention in particular was the unclear circumstances of the sighting. Rumor has it the two may have been at a graduation ceremony, though it's not known who was being celebrated or what their relationship to the ceremony would have been. That lack of clarity only served to energize rumor, raising further questions about their social connections and purposes in the region. A tell-all twist that's raising eyebrows. As the fans continue to follow the latest news about the show's ongoing reunion special, a fresh tease from the network promises a twist involving the old patriarch and the new husband of one of his former partners. In TLC's promotional copy, the ex-head of the family has hinted at wanting to go on a guy's trip with none other than David Woolley, the patient, committed husband of his former wife Christine. The notion has left fans who were long loyal baffled. Considering the emotional turmoil that resulted from the breakup of the family, it seems strange, even suspicious, that he'd be interested in reconciling with the man who now occupies the position that he did. Some see it as an uncomfortable bid to make amends. Others are more cynical, speculating if it's an underhanded ploy to cause tension between David and Christine. Nevertheless, most think it won't get far. David is renowned for being a calm and emotionally mature individual, attributes that predispose him to not fall victim to manipulation or rumor-mongering. A tale of two lives. As this contemporary day family drama unfolds, the juxtaposition of the cast's new realities grows more extreme. Some have embraced new beginnings, centered on love, serenity, and starting anew. Others seem trapped in a narrative that's more fiction than family. Certain ex-cast members have gone all in on change, leaning into healing, personal evolution, and self-discovery, They post about new homes, career changes, and quiet triumphs with a sense of freedom and rebirth. Others appear stuck on old patterns, repeating old habits, relying on constructed images, and fomenting drama from even slight slips. Now set against the calm backdrop of rural Idaho, far removed from the Arizona cul-de-sac that once symbolized their shared dream of unity. One half of the last remaining couple from the once vast family appears to be searching for something. Whether it's clarity, redemption, or simply a new chapter, the reaction from locals speaks volumes. While some respond with curiosity or mild amusement, many remain cautious. The scars of previous seasons still linger, and should redemption be the desired route, it's a mountain to climb. Speculation still surrounds what lies ahead for the once leader of a complicated, headline-grabbing family unit. Will he reconcile with the children he's grown apart from? Will he forge a new identity separate from his past connections? Or will he remain attached to the same tired storyline, gaining notice not through growth, but by riding the dwindling shadows of former fame? Thanks ever so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and come back tomorrow for more news. See you soon.